एकही स्वरूप दोहे भिन्न मात्र काय, आद्य काया व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाय. These two are one and the same identity, they differ only in form. Lord Balram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he assists in Lord Sri Krishna's transcendental pastime purport. Balaram is a expansion of the Lord, and therefore there is no difference in potency between Krishna and the Balaram. The only difference is in their bodily structure. As the first expansion of Godhead, Balaram is the chief deity among the first quadruple forms, and he is the foremost assistant of Sri Krishna in his transcendental activities. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanachalakkaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurau Shriyuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sujeevam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantam Namo Vishnapadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatadine Namo Mahavatanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurache Namaha. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्प हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे. Hare Krishna. So today is appearance day of Shri Balaram. So on the occasion of Shri Balaram Jayanti, here we are going to discuss Tattva and then pastime. So starting Tattva, we are discussing from few verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then we'll switch over to different pastimes of Balaramji. Okay, are you comfortable, everybody, with English language? Fine. Okay. So here, Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitya Deha Shri Balaram Ete cha Amsha Kalapamso Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Logam Loke Mrudayanti Yuge Yuge. So there, that principle of Krishna being the origin of all incarnation. Swayam Avatari, it is mentioned. Krishna is not avatar, but Krishna is avatari, from whom all the avatar manifest. And first manifestation of incarnation, Dvitiya Deha, Tahara Dvitiya Deha, Shri Balaram. So Balaramji is the first bodily expansion or Swa Amsha of Lord Sri Krishna. And then principle, whether what is the difference? Is there any difference between Balaram and Krishna? So that is mentioned. Eka Iswarupa Dohi. So both principally they have same potency, but bhinna matra kaya, but different bodily features. Krishna is a black and Balaram is white. Adya kaya vyuha Krishna lilara sahaya. Kaya vyuha means bodily expansion. For what purpose? Krishna has expanded himself in the form of Balaram, Leela Sahai, so that he can help him in his pastimes. Which pastimes? Pastimes, especially both the spiritual and material. Especially the Balaramji within the spiritual world is a Sandhini potency. Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini, these are the three potencies of the Lord. Spiritual potency, Chit potencies, divided in three parts, divisions. Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini. Sandhini means eternal existence, eternality of anything, whatever exists, what we call as Divya, Satchidananda, that comes from Balaram. Balaram is a representative of that. Samavit potency is a knowledge potency of the Lord by which the Jiva knows his position and his relationship with the Lord as an eternal servant. And the Hladini potency is a pleasure-giving potency which gives pleasure to Lord, and in returns, devotee also derives pleasure by making Lord happy. And representative is Srimati Radharani. So that means whatever exists with the spiritual vision and the material vision, whatever what one can see is only the expansion of Balaram. So in one sense, when Krishna says, Aham sarvasva prabhavo, mattam sarvam pravartate, in one sense that is Balaram's verse, that from me everything comes. Because Krishna is simply enjoying, he is not acting. Acting God is, or executional God, executing God is Balaram. One who executes everything, creates everything. And now spiritual things, where is a question of creation, because it exists eternally. That what exists eternally is also created or is being existing because of Balaram's potency. And what is considered as a temporary, this material world, Prakriti, which is also eternal, but it manifests and unmanifest. And that also, the creation of Lord, and which is from the Lord's point of view, as yesterday we were discussing, Prabhupada told, from Lord's point of view, there is no spiritual and material. From the Lord's point of view, everything is spiritual for him, because everything is eternal for him. From our point of view, material world, manifest and unmanifest. But Prakriti is also eternal. Because it's manifest and unmanifest. Only the karma of the living entity is temporary. When that living entity gets liberated, its karma completely gets diminished and it enters into the realm of eternality, where there is no question of karma. Otherwise, Balaram's this creation, from his point of view, is eternal and spiritual. For him, it is everything is spiritual. Hmm. So, the material world is also created by the potency of Balaram. How we can see further? श्री कृष्ण नवद्वीपे श्री चैतन्य चंद्र से बलराम संगे श्री नित्यानंद. वही कृष्ण नवद्वीप में चैतन्य महाप्रभु चैतन्य चंद्र के रूप में अवतरित होते हैं. सही बलराम संगे श्री नित्यानंद. और वही बलराम कृष्ण के संग में या चैतन्य महाप्रभु के संग में अभी नित्यानंद के रूप में अवतरित होते हैं. द सेम कृष्ण appears as Sri Chaitanya Chandra and same Balaram appears as Nityananda. संकर्षण कारण तो यशाई गर्भोदशाई च पयोब्धिशाई शेषश्च यस्यास्म कला स्वनित्या नंदाख्य राम शरणं ममांस्तु. These are 5 expansion of Balaram. First is Sankarshana. Second is Karanodakashayi. Third is Garbhodakashayi. Fourth is Payobdhishayi, that makes Shirodakashayi Vishnu. And fifth is Shesha. Chayasya Yasya Amsha Amsha Kala. जिनके ये अंश और कला है, अंश एंड कला, expansions of the Lord. So Nityananda Rama, that Balaram, same Nityananda, there is no difference. Sharanam Mam Amstu. I'm now going to surrender to that Nityananda Balaram, from whom all these 5 expansions comes out. So Adi Sankarshana, Balaram is Adi Sankarshana, from whom first quadruple expansion which becomes the cause of this all the spiritual world, and second quadruple expansion from which that Mahasankarshana, whatever, from whom everything manifests in the material world. And that Sankarshan is the first expansion out of 5. Second, then next 3 Purusha avatars, Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai, Kshirodakshai. These are 5 Vishnu incarnations, and 5th is different. 4 initial expansions, they are cause of the creation of the material world, and 5th is becomes Shesha Naga, who is a Shayana, serves as a bed for the Garbhodakshai, Shirodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Shesha. From, and he's also holding all the universes simultaneously. Shesha. Shesha means what is left over. Nothing is left after the material creation also get destroyed, but one entity, whatever, is always remaining. शेष रह जाता है, शेष रह जाता है. वो शेष is Lord, because Lord is before creation and after creation. He was existing before creation, and he is also existing after creation. He is the cause of everything. That is Shesha. That is also meaning of Shesha, Sheshanaga. So then, what next? So here, purport Sarup Damodar Goswami has recorded this verse in his diary to offer his respectful obeisance to Nityananda. This verse also appears in 7. Shri Balaram Gosai Mula Sankarshan Pancharupa Dhori Korino Krishnero Sevan. So Krishna's Sevaras Sahai na, because why he is taking Krishna Lilara Sahai. कृष्ण की लीला में, what is कृष्ण लीला? सृष्टि लीला, कृष्ण सृष्टि लीला, and also Krishna Lila, Vrindavan Lila, Dwarka Lila, Mathura Lila. Both are Lila. Srishti is also a Lila. And every Lila, he is participating. No exception. He is not absent. He is not choosy that this Lila I will participate, that Lila I will not participate. No, Balram is in all Lila. Shri Balaram Gosai is the Mula Sankarshana, Pancharupa Dhori Korena Krishna Sevana. And he is accepting this five form as mentioned above, to assist Krishna. Garbhodaksha Vishnu in each and every universe, and that each Garbhodaksha Vishnu again expands as a Paramatma and also Kshiradaksha Vishnu. Paramatma is omnipresent Lord and omniscient, omnipotent Lord. So that is from the Vespa comes Omni. Hare Krishna. अपने करे न कृष्ण लीलार सहाय सृष्टि लीला कार्य करे धरी चारिकाय. So here apane kore no Krishna lila rasai. He himself helped in pastime of Krishna, and he does the work of creation in four other forms. That is Sankarsana, Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshay, and Ksharodakshay Vishnu. सृष्टि आदिक सेवा तार आज्ञार पालन शेष रूपे करे कृष्णेर विविध सेवन. So four forms he helps Krishna in the creation, and the Shesha Rupa he serves Krishna in very various ways. That's what is explaining this verse. सर्वरूपे अस्मादय कृष्ण सेवानंद श्री बलराम गौर संगे नित्यानंद. And in all forms he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. In all forms means, that means whenever Lord comes, appears, Balram also appears with that Lord and assists him in his Leela. When he appears, comes as a Prabhu Ramchandra, Balaram comes as Lakshman. When same Lord comes as Lord Sri Krishna, that time Balaram himself manifests as Balaram. Swayam. And then when same Krishna appears as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again Balarama appears as Nityananda Prabhu. Hmm? Always he is serving the mission of the Lord. To fulfill the desire, instruction, and mission of the Lord, he assists Lord in his lila. Either it is creation lila, uh, or Vrindavan lila, or Gaur lila, or the Prachar lila, preaching lila. On all lila, Nityanand Prabhu assists Lord in his mission. So this is a prelude in introduction and the tattva. So as we say, the Lord comes in a different form, but he always takes the mood of a servant. That's why Balaram is a supreme personality of servitude Godhead. What? Supreme personality of servitude Godhead. Sevak Bhagavan, who exemplifying by his own act how to serve in attitude, mm, and and also in the form of executing the mission of the Lord, both. So he's always in this mood of servant, dasa, das bhav, das abhiman. And the same Karno Dakshai Vishnu expands as Advaita Acharya, also Sadashiv expansion, Advaita Acharya. And he's also having a das abhiman, that Chaitanya Das, Ami Chaitanya Das, Chaitanya Das Das. So this is a Das Abhiman, mood of servant. Lakshman, let us focus on Lakshman now. Focus camera on Lakshman, zoom. Lakshman, if you see his character, we can see when we can learn from Lakshman that how real devotional service is at only not at good time. जब अच्छा समय आ जाता है तभी भक्ति होती है, ऐसा नहीं. जो वैसे ना फ्रेंड इंडीड इज फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इंडीड. और द डिफिकल्ट समय जब आ जाता है ना, तब हम कैसा भक्ति करते हैं, हमारा क्या एटीट्यूड है, वो तय करता है कि हम कितने पानी में हैं. और लक्ष्मण के जीवन में जब वो आई एम मिक्सिंग द बोथ लैंग्वेज फॉर द सेक ऑफ एवरीवन. सो लक्ष्मण जी जब आ जाते हैं उनके जीवन में, वो अपने उदाहरण से भी दिखाते हैं कि किस तरह से सेवा भगवान की जाती है, अच्छे समय में भी और बुरे समय में भी. जब बुरा समय आ जाता है ना, तो आवर फेस इज इंडिकेशन ऑफ आवर इनर एटीट्यूड, फीलिंग एंड भाव. और हम फिर अगर बुरे समय में भी हम अगर मुस्कुराते हैं, that means we accept as a Krishna's mercy, and we still chant and dance blissfully. It's very easy to chant and dance in good time, but in bad time also chant and dance, because we are chanting and dancing for the pleasure of Krishna. So it doesn't matter good time or bad time or impediments. In fact, in the moments of the impediments, our thoroughly we are tested in our devotion. And Lakshman was always tested in his devotion. Lakshman, whether it is good time or bad time, he was always with the Lord. So that's why good time is in fact is a preparation for the hard time. When the hard time will come in our life, how we should perform our devotional service, we should prepare ourselves when it is good time. So that's what Brahma is also telling. Tatte nukampa kishimakshmano bhunjatma evatma kritam vipakam tadvap vid tadvap purabhir vidadam namaste jivayitayo muktipade sutayo bha. One who has a full right on liberation, dai bhav, who is having ability or who is able to get liberated from this, one who takes the hard time also as a blessing of the Lord. And in fact, he thinks that I deserve worst, but Krishna has given just token of punishment to me. And he takes in that spirit and he goes on with full enthusiasm to serve Krishna. Mm. That's the attitude of Lakshman. Lakshman, he endured many, many difficulties. At all time, he was there by the side of Prabhu Ramchandra to serve Ram and Sita in all situations. In all time means 24 hours in a day he was serving. Lakshman, during, as we heard, during his time of exile period, or when he was vanavasa 14 years, it is said that Lakshman would offer all the facilities for the pleasure of Rama and Sita, and in return he would not expect Agni Pariksha. Who was there to put a funeral fire? Lakshman prepared the funeral fire against his will. When it was a time to banish Mother Sita, who was there? Lakshman takes Sita and leave her in jungle. Very hard time, very hard services, very tough. So that's why Lakshman decided next time I will not become younger brother. Next time I will come as an elder brother. And that's why he appeared as Balaram. And as a Balaram, he was a complete, he was absorption. He is teaching how to serve the Lord Krishna in all rasas. That means complete absorption in the devotional service. Engage in serving the Krishna in all five rasas: Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. All rasa he served the Lord. In Shanta, Tadiya, all the paraphernalia of the Lord, he became paraphernalia of the Lord, to serve the Lord. That is Tadiya. Mridanga, Kartal, Deity paraphernalia. They are Balram. We call it Balaram because they are the things which are used in service of Krishna, Shantaras. And that means in the spiritual world also, whatever things exist, spiritual world exists. That world, spiritual world, that tree, everything is Balaram. Chamar, fan is Balaram. Vatsalya. It may, somebody may say it's a rasabhas ho raha hai kya? Nahi. He has ability, uh, just like a best singer are from the Gandharva planet. They can go 7 chords down, 7 chords. 3 chords they can play. One chord means 7 ragas down, middle, and upper. That much range they have. They can go. The best singer is he can go low also in the pitch, and also he can go as high as possible. Who is having a maximum range of singing? That means he is a good singer. To the degree you have maximum range. Similarly, in the rasa also, one who can go down also one chord, that means Sakhya, Dasya, and Sakhya, and Vatsalya. Balaramji is having uh, hold on all the 3 rasa. He has hold on all the 3 rasa while serving Krishna. That means he can facilitate all the 3 rasa while serving Krishna. Uh, and that is a special feature of Balram. Somebody may then think, how what about Madhurya Rasa, Shringar Rasa? How come Balram served Krishna in the Shringar Rasa? So that is Balramji expanded as a sister of Radharani. Her name is Ananga Manjari. Manjari form. Uh, and she served Krishna in a Madhurya Rasa. Hmm? Huh? So that's the way Balaramji served in Krishna in all the 5 rasa. So, um, so this is a, a, a Leela Sahaya. What kind of Leela Balaram perform? Of course, Gocharan Leela, as we see here. Daily, Balaram would assist Krishna in Gocharan Leela. And uh, he would applaud, encourage Krishna in killing different demons. But most of the demons were killed by Krishna himself. Hmm. But few demons in the Vrindavan, they killed by Balaram himself, like uh, Dhenukasura, very famous, or Pralambasura, then Dvivida, Gorilla, is prominent. These 3 Rakshasas. And 3 Rakshasas and one Bhagavatam Kathakar also, Romaharshan Suta. So his range of killing is also Rukmi also, brother of Rukmini, relative also. So that's the Balaram. So whatever time permits, we will discuss this Leela. Okay. So today Balaram Jayanti, and I have a habit of expanding beyond limit. I overrule. So Pralambasur Leela. In the Pralambasur, this Asura, he disguised himself. These are all toys sent by Kamsa for the entertainment of Krishna and Balram in Vrindavan. Mama ke bheje hue khilone. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes that each and every asura represents some anartha. Some of the anartha can be killed by the mercy of God, Krishna. And some of the anartha need intervention of spiritual master, Guru. Only Guru can kill those anartha. And one should allow Guru to kill those anartha. Uh, so let us see what are those anartha. Pralambasur. Pralambasur. Uh, so Pralambasur, he took the form of a cowherd boy, disguised himself as Gopa. He acted as a Gopa. So enemy is very powerful when he is undetected. But for whom he is undetected, from one who is living as a Paramatma within his heart, mm, he can easily detect. But for the Leela sake, the Yogamaya may create temporary some misidentification to make the Leela more relishable. So Krishna Balaram they allow. But within few moments they realize, oh, he is not a Gopa. He is not a Gopa. Let's see. So Krishna allowed that Gopa to play with him. Krishna allows sometimes, like a cat allow a rat for some time. He play with the rat. He just play, and at appropriate time, then he kills. Varahadev played with Hiranyaksha for some time. Then Brahmaji told, Lord, why you are playing? We are afraid of this game. Kindly finish this demon. And then, okay, mercifully, Varaha killed Hiranyaksha. The same thing happened with Hiranyakashipu. What a fight. Narasimha and Hiranyakashipu. Very stylish way. And he killed, finally. So that's the way. Sometimes Krishna may play with your Maya. So, but don't play with Krishna. Krishna may allow us to execute our folly. But he, in due course of time, uh, uh, the reaction will come. We cannot disguise ourselves something else than what our real identity is. Krishna will expose. They had a game of pulling the rope, and as usual, Krishna lost. Okay. So Krishna carried Sridama, and Balaram, he carried this new Gopa, Pralambasur. And no, Pralambasur carried Balaram. So Balaram won and Krishna lost. Yeah, party. So Krishna was carrying Sridama on his back, and the Pralamba has to carry the Balaram. Now, who can carry Balaram? Nobody can carry Balaram. But Leela. So Balaram also, in Leela, he became just 25, 30 kg weight. Easily he could pick the Balaram, and he was supposed to go to particular limit, but he went in opposite direction in jungle. He thought, let me take Balaram away from the Krishna and kill him. Because Krishna is very powerful. I may not able to face Krishna. But here is an easy way out. First I will finish Balaram and then I will then take care of Krishna. Very intelligent. Foolish. Pralambasur. So he ran inside jungle, and at one point of time, Balaram understood who is he. And suddenly he changed his form. The small Gopa became a mountain-like monster. And Balramji, with one fist, he just broke open the skull of the Pralambasur, and Pralamba died immediately, flat on the ground. One blow sufficient. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Pralambasur represent the unwanted quality within the heart of a sadhaka, which can be overcome only by the mercy of devotee or guru, especially. Instruction of the guru can kill. And that quality is both lust, gross and subtle. Quality of lust, gross and subtle. That can be overcome only by the mercy of guru. So one is a gross lust, attraction for the Maithuna, which is Maithuna Agar, this material world is, and everybody is involved into that. From insect, small insect, from dogs, any animal to the human, everybody is involved in Maithuna. Everything centered around Maithuna. And somebody is denying the Maithuna, you are abnormal. How come? Yeah, it's abnormal. Hmm. Within the material world, it looks abnormal. Uh, because one thinks that this is highest pleasure. That's why one thinks that how come you cannot go through that life of Maithun, mm, enjoyment in a contact with the opposite sex. Mm. Atmavat manyate jagat. What one thinks, he thinks that everybody should go through the same pattern of life. So, hmm, Balaram uh, kills that anartha. So what is the one is a gross and second is subtle, that is subtle. Puja labha pratishtha. What? Puja labha pratishtha. Hmm. Profit, adoration, and pratishtha, honor. Hmm. Distinction. I am distinct from others. So profit, adoration, honor, distinction. Hmm. These are the anartha. Uh, Sadhaka sometimes may overcome the gross sex life, but it's very difficult to overcome the subtle sex life, which is puja, labha, pratishtha. Everybody is after that. Mm. So trying to take over Krishna and Balram, this lust is what it is doing. It takes away the living entity away from Guru and Krishna, or away from Krishna. Just like Pralamba was taking Balaramji away from Krishna. The lust, which is subtle lust on the gross or subtle lust, takes away the living entity away from Krishna. In seclusion, these desires will murder the Krishna consciousness of the living entity. Mm. Desire to serve uh, will be killed by the desire of enjoyment. Uh, So they appear as your Gopa, one of the friend, but in the disguise form they come. And they appear like our friend. They appear as if they want to give us pleasure ultimately, but they are our ultimate enemy. Hmm. But because in due course of time they will show their original form, Pralamba. Uh, so what is the remedy? Hmm. So if that can be only, it's very difficult to control these forces, both subtle and gross. And the forces living entity to commit sinful activity. Atakyena prayuktena papam sharati purusha. Baladiva niyojita. Baladiva niyojita. Mm. And that's what Krishna is telling, Kamesh, Krodhesh. Uh, so this is the enemy. So all those demons which Balram killed represent those anartha which can be killed by Guru. Hmm? So by fixing our mind on Krishna and by fixing our mind on Guru's instruction, Krishna's instruction, making the words of the instruction of the Guru as our life and soul, hmm, one will be able to overcome the anarthas of uh, the subtle sex and gross sex. And by following those instructions loyally, one can convert the lust into love. So that's only possible by the mercy of Balramji, if one is honest. Another, Balramji performed wonderful Leela in Dwarka. While being in Dwarka, now this Vrindavan Leela, Dhenukasur was also killed. Burden of unwanted habits. Uh, Another, many demons killed by Balram in Dwarka. Mm, Like all those demons which he killed in the Dwarka, they represents a false ego, pride, false pride, false pride. Hmm? Uh, like first, uh, of course, the demon, one of the demon killed by Dvivida, Raivat mountain, of course. That was also part of Vrindavan Leela. Uh, yeah. So this Dvivida was part of a Rama's army. Dvivida and Mainda, name come. They're very highly ranker monkeys. Those who helped Prabhu Ramchandra. They were there side by side Hanuman, killing many demons. And they serve Prabhu Ramchandra in his mission. But the Dvivida uh, had a false pride. And because of his power, he became proud, and, and he said, pride comes before fall. And he could not recognize the greatness of the Lord's expansion as Lakshman. He disrespected Lakshman. He respected Prabhu Ramchandra. He gave honor to Prabhu Ramchandra. प्रभु रामचंद्र जी को बहुत मान सम्मान दिया, उनकी आज्ञा का पालन किया, सुग्रीव के आज्ञा का पालन किया, हनुमान के साथ मित्रता का व्यवहार किया, सब किया, हो रहा था अच्छा, मगर लक्ष्मण से बैर रखा. लक्ष्मण की महानता को, बलराम की महानता को समझ नहीं सका ये द्विविदा. And that's what he did. He disrespected Lakshmana. That means disrespecting Guru, disrespecting devotees. Okay, I am a devotee of Krishna, I am devotee of Chaitanya, but I don't give respect to devotees and Guru. I chant holy name, but uh, I don't respect Guru. I doubt Guru. So in this way, doing Balarama Aparad or Lakshmana Aparad is a Vaishnava Aparad, Hatimata Aparad. And naturally, he considered Lakshmana as an ordinary person, not expansion of the God, and he disrespected him. And as a result, he got attracted to bad association. Eventually, he became very friendly with another demon called Narakasur. That Narakasur means son of Krishna, son of Satyabhama, Bhumiputra. He was Bhumiputra. By the combination of Varahadev and Bhumi, Narakasur or Bhaumasur has taken Bhauma. His previous name was Bhauma. But because of bad association, Bhauma also became Bhaumasura. And Divida came in, he got the association of this Bhaumasura, called Narkasura, second name. And that's why Dvivida also showed demoniac qualities. And that's what same Dvivida also participated in when Krishna Lila, he was there, Dvivida. Because of pride, showing his power, and with his power, one slap of his hand, he would create a tsunami wave, tsunami waves. Kill, 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 kill. He would make sound. And he would enjoy creating trouble for others. Same good person, Dvivida, one of the good monkey. because of bad association and offenses, he became demon. And in the Krishna Lila, during that time, when Lord Balramji, along with his gopis, he was there in the Raivata mountain. And then when he was performing those Lila at Raivata mountain, Balram, that time he was intoxicated with Varuni. Mm. Um, and so one someone may doubt, oh, Lord is taking intoxication, Varuni drinking. So that is not against the regulative principle, breaking for regulative principle. By drinking that, one becomes more closer to Krishna. That kind of Varuni. One becomes intoxicated in the love of Godhead. Mm. That's and there Dvivida comes and he's a massive gorilla kind of, and he made sound like kili. He saw gopis, and the gorilla came in the front of those ladies gopis, and he was showing his private parts, monkey, uh, and tried to snatch the gopis. So Balram, for a while, he just waited for some time. When he crossed the limit, then uh, he attacked on that gorilla. And that gorilla, Dvivida, also attacked Balram. Uh, he would pick up the big boulders, and he would throw towards Balram. And Balram, he took out these sal trees and he would hit those boulders. That was a beginning of a golf or cricket. Original cricket started there. Original cricket game. uh, he would throw boulder, and with the salty he would, and sometimes with his gada. So, and lastly Balram allowed for some time, played with him for some time, and then he gave a big blow, a fist on his collarbone. It broke apart, and he was flat dead on the ground. Balram killed the Dvivida gorilla. Balram ji ki jai. So the Dvivida gorilla represents the false pride. Because Balramji cannot tolerate the false pride, because that destroys the devotional credit, and one degrades, goes to the bad association. That's why he killed that Dvivida gorilla. Another incident happened, Samba. Now, in brief, little quick. Samba, son of Krishna, mm, powerful, and uh, he wanted to marry with Lakshmana, daughter of Duryodhana. And Lakshmana also wanted to marry. No? Against the desire of Lakshmana, it happened. Okay, okay. So Balaram, Samba kidnapped Lakshmana. Okay. And this news went to the Kurus. Kurus became very, uh, very angry, and they attack on the Samba and they kidnap the Samba. Okay. Now, when the news reached to the Dwarka, when Balramji heard this news, first he became very angry, and then, but still he decided, let's go to the Dwaraka, the Hastinapur, and give a peace proposal. Was in a mood of a peace proposal. Once Balramji came with the peace proposal, and he also could not be successful in the peace proposal. Other time, Krishna also goes there with the peace proposal. He also fails in his mission. So both Lord Balram and Krishna, they fail in their mission of peace proposal. Why? Because they didn't incarnate for peace.
Their mission was not peace with the demon. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma samsthapanartha. That was never a mission. Peace mission is not mission of Lord. So Balaramji came with the peace mission. His proposal was rejected. Mm. And the Kurus, especially Duryodhana, they made such a statement, which was a very insulting. कि पैर का जूता सर का ताज बन रहा है. You Yadus could able to rule on the Dwarka by the mercy of Kurus. You are subordinate to Kurus. So that was an ultimate insult of Krishna, isn't it? Balaram could not tolerate it. He went out and with his haladhara, he literally dragged the Hastinapur whole city and he was about to drown it in the Yamuna. He was doing it and literally it was going on. Mission was in progress. Uh, Everybody understood what's happening. Why everything, sudden earthquake came here in Hastinapur. Everybody understood and all of them, they cried out, Balram, please save us. And everybody ran and took, they were flat in front of Balramji. They took shelter of Balramji. And, and they came in with Samba and Lakshmana. They kept them, both of them in the front. Balramji, they offered prayers to Balramji. And Balramji was pleased. After that, then the Duryodhana and Balramji had little good relationship, so called. Yeah. So here, Balramji could not tolerate the false pride of Kurus, and he taught them a good lesson. Another time, when it came Kurukshetra war, although Balram loved both Duryodhana, because Duryodhana is his disciple, and also he loved Yudhishthir Maharaj because of his good qualities and Atya's son. So Kunti's son. So when it came Kurukshetra war, Krishna chose by Arjuna to be his charioteer, but the Balaram, he took a neutral position because he was good for both the side. He decided, I will not take side of anybody. Better I go on pilgrimage. So Balaramji was visiting all the holy places. During visiting all the holy places, he also came to the holy place called Naimisharanya. And there all the sages, they were doing the yajna for thousands of years for the sake of the benefit of all the people in general. All of them, they had assembled there. And they decided to empower Roma Harshana, Suta, disciple of Vyasa. It's credit रहता है ना. If somebody music teacher is there, he want to start a tuition for the music, then he will advertise, oh मैं ये संगीतकार का शिष्य हूँ, मैं उस संगीतकार का, इसको योगा क्लास स्टार्ट करना है तो वो मैं शिवानंद का शिष्य हूँ, ये शिष्य हूँ. क्रेडिट लगता है ना. Here who is Romaharshan Sota? Disciple, direct disciple of Vyasa, to whom the responsibility of Purana Itihasa was handed over to. And that Romaharshana Sutta, great scholar of Itihas and Purana, and he was about to narrate the Krishna Katha. And while sitting on the Vyasasana, while narrating Krishna Katha, all the sages and Brahmana, they assembled there, they bless, may you live for long. They empowered him so that the Krishna Katha will go on. Let there be no any impediment. And Balramji came there, entered in this scene. And Romharshan Sut thought, I am a Bhagavatam Kathakar. I don't need to get down and offer obeisances to the representative, not representative, Balaram himself. It's not the Guru is coming. Indra also was disempowered, no? Because he didn't respect Brihaspati, his Guru. But here, Balaram himself, the origin of all Guru, original Guru, he came. Uh, So then one can get down from his Vyasasana and offer respect to the Lord, Balaram. All of you might have seen that one video where Radhisham Prabhu is giving a class. I was also sitting in that class. You were also there in that class? Vada? Video. I was sitting in the class. That just like you are sitting in the same place I was sitting, and Maharaj was sitting here, this place. Uh, and he came with, of course, Gaurang Prabhu. Gaurang Prabhu and Gaurang Prabhu was sitting behind. So Jai Radha Madhav, he always absorbed completely. All prayers are over. And he opened his eyes and he was speaking, fully absorbed. He saw Gaurang Prabhu, he like that, and he was speaking. And we were indicating Radhesham Prabhu. So he was giving class and he saw. He was shocked seeing Maharaj sitting in the class. He immediately got down. Said, Maharaj, you give class. No, you give class. No, Maharaj, I can. You give class. Then Maharaj got up and left. Everybody was laughing. so, so that was etiquette. Yeah, actually, one need not offer obeisances while giving Bhagavatam class, but exceptional cases are there. If Guru himself is coming, or Lord himself, now here Balramji came, so one should know this etiquette. But because of pride of scholarship, pride of scholarship, subtle pride was there within the heart of Romarsha. Balram cannot tolerate false pride. And there, Balram showed his power. He took out grass, small grass, came in the front of Romaharshana, the proud Romaharshana. You don't have right to recite Bhagavatam. A word, transcendental word of Bhagavatam cannot come from the mouth of a proud heart. And he chop off the head of Romaharshana just by grass, and you are dead. Bhagavatam speaker was murdered or killed while being on the Vyasasana, while giving the class by the Lord, which is very unique. That means something is very serious happened. Balramji cannot tolerate that pride. And all the sages, they were lamenting, hi, what happened? Bhagavatam speaker is killed. And they were telling, oh Lord Balram, whatever you do, you are the Lord ultimately. Is right. Ultimately, you know the best. But we just know we bless him. Live for long. What about our credit? What about our blessing? Balramji, but of course you are the Lord. Whatever you do for the benefit of living entity, he is liberated, of course, by your touch. But then Balramji told, oh, if you feel that I did a mistake, I can make him alive again. I bring back his life. He learned the lesson now. I can bring him back to life. Then all the sages, they thought for a while and told, no, whatever you do is the best for every living entity. We don't want you to retract your action. Better you do some, uh, you revive the same spirit in his son, Suta Goswami. Here is a Suta, because the father lives in the form of his son. So kindly empower the Suta Goswami to speak Srimad Bhagavatam, because he also heard from Vyasadeva, and we are eager to hear Bhagavatam. And there, Balaramji empowered Sutta Goswami to speak Bhagavatam, and that's why Bhagavatam what we read here. Hmm? So this is a lesson that how Lord Balaramji cannot tolerate the false pride even in the Bhagavatam speaker, not demon. Pracharak. Same Balaramji who was killing the demons outside uh, or without. He came in the form of Nityananda Prabhu to kill the demons within the heart, and by with the weapon of holy name, and as per the instruction of his master, Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he didn't start the mission. He was remained completely disguised in the Braja and visiting all the holy places. But ultimately came to Navadvip when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started Sankirtan. ब्रजेंद्र नंदनो जी सची सुत होइलो से बलराम होइलो निताई. Brajendra Nandan Krishna became Sachisuta Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Balaram became Nitai Nityananda Prabhu. So for people like Roma Harshana Sutta, that same Balaram would take a blade of a grass and cut off their head. Same Balaramji, as Nityanand Prabhu, would take a bunch of grass in his teeth and fall flat to all those demoniac people of Kali Yuga, like Jagai and Madhai. And he was requesting them to kindly chant the name of Krishna. Krishna is your Mata, Pita, Dhana, Pran. Why? Because he received that instruction from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shuno Shuno Nityananda Shuno Haridas. Hmm? Oh Nityananda Haridas, Shuno, this is my order to you. Sarvatra Amar Agya Koroho Prachar. By my order, you preach everywhere. प्रत्येक घरी घरे गया करो ये भिक्षा बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण करो कृष्ण शिक्षा प्रत्येक घरे घरे गया each and every house you knock on the door, call them, please request them, bolo Krishna, please chant Krishna, bhajo Krishna, please worship Krishna, karo Krishna shiksha, kindly give the instruction of Krishna to them. So in this way, Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order they took as their life and soul, and daily then Nityananda and Haridas pastime, preaching pastime started, and we heard that how they delivered the most toughest audience, that is Jagai and Madhai, and made them Antaranga Parshad of Chaitanya Sankirtan Leela. So that is Lord Nityananda. Uh, so preacher means beggar. Uh, so he would beg. If somebody comes and beg, I am begging you, please take this 1 crore rupees. I am begging you, please take 1 crore rupees. Uh, so here, very valuable Golokara Premadhana he is distributing. Same Balaramji distributing. But he's not taking Gada. हरिनाम ले लो नहीं तो मार दूंगा. नहीं है. दांत में तिनका घास का तिनका लेकर आज्ञा नहीं दे रहे, रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, बेगिंग पीपल टू एक्सेप्ट, प्लीज बिकम हैप्पी, प्लीज चैंट कृष्णा. तो प्रीचिंग मीन्स बेगिंग. बेगर्स मीन्स नो प्राइड. Preaching means begging. Beggars means no pride. And when we take this position, then preaching happens. Then genuine soul will get attracted. If we have pride in our heart, we cannot preach. That's what we learn from Nityananda Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada exhibiting that same mood. He travel the whole world with the same mood. He never considered the disciple as his servant, but he would consider servant of his spiritual master, taking the role of a spiritual master also as a servant of his disciple. So that mood of Trinadapi was exhibited by Nityananda and their representative, like Srila Prabhupada. So willing to take that position because that was pleasing to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then as a Nityananda Prabhu, this is the way. Again, Lord Balaram is serving Krishna. So on the occasion of Balaram Jayanti today, we take privilege to pray Lord Balaram um, that he is carrying the plow, haldhar, and also he is carrying the gada, the club. Mm. So, and by that, the Balramji has destroyed the envy, pride within the heart of a demoniac people mentality, demons. So similarly, we pray Lord Balramji that in my heart, these are all the anarthas simultaneously existing, all demons simultaneously existing, not one by one. Simultaneously, these anartha, they are creating all kind of different sound. Kill, 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 kill. So kindly kill these anarthas within my heart with your merciful uh, form of gada of holy name. Let me develop rati, ratina janmulokena tai. Rati for the most valuable gift what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give. Prabhupada wanted to distribute. And mercifully, Guru Maharaj wanted me to follow. So let me consider all the devotees as a representative of my spiritual master and take the instruction of spiritual master very seriously so that uh, I may allow my anarthas to get killed so that we become an uh, instrument in the hand of Guru and Krishna to distribute this mission of pleasure to one and all. Hare Krishna. नित्यानंद प्रभु की, नित्यानंद बलराम की, बलराम जी की, निताय गो प्रेमानंदे, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. हरि बोल. Any comments? Huh? It's a burden of unwanted habits, carrying, or the mentality of grabbing the things which are not of any use for you, and you don't allow others also to use, or the knowledge mm, which you acquired, but you're keeping that knowledge to you and not distributing to others. Others benefit. Dhenukasur. Dhenuk. So, so once all the cowherd boys on daily mission, they would go for Gocharan Lila. But some of the cowherd boys they inform Krishna, oh, there is one place where there are very sweet berry fruits are there. Mm. Which fruit? Tal fruit. Mm. Tal fruits are there. And you see, even now you can get that fragrance. You know, it's coming from this direction. Let's go and enjoy. Uh, so, so they didn't inform that there is also security guard, Denuka, sitting to guard those fruits. Mm. So all the cowherd boys allowing the Krishna, they, as soon as they came to this place, and Krishna entered along with Balramji and all the cowherd boys to that Tala forest. And as soon as he entered there, he started shaking the tree. The, generally, the thief, if they enter, they will slowly, don't make noise, slowly, silently. Hmm? They will enter very carefully. Hmm. But as soon as Krishna and Balaram entered, they started danga, or started shaking the trees, started shaking the false pride. Hmm. उसका अहंकार इतना उसको शेक किया. हाँ, धेनुकासुर. And Dhenukasur became wild. Even a bird cannot fly over this this area. Who dared entered into this arena, knowing well that I am here. Uh, this is a special garden of Kamsa, and fruits and means only for pleasure of my master and me. Mm. And Dhenuka will not allow anybody to enter. So, but now Krishna challenge. And here then Dhenuka came running. And here बलराम टोल्ड कृष्णा, भैया जरा आप क्या करो, जरा बाजू हो जाओ, मैं देखता हूँ इसको. हम्म? और ये गधा था. धेनुका यानी फॉर्म ऑफ एन एस. He was in the form of an S. And then Dhenuka just wild, angry, furious, he ran towards Balram ji. गधा क्या करता है, किसी को मारना है तो क्या करता है, वो भागता है, भागता है, मगर वो मारता किससे है, हिंड लेग्स, पीछे का जो पैर रहता है ना, उससे मारता है. उसमें उसका पावर रहता है. भागते 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 गया, रुक गया, उल्टा हुआ. और बलराम जी को किक किया. आपने देखा क्रिकेट में कोई ऐसा बॉलर हो, बहुत भागा भागा भागा, और जब स्टंप के पास में है, रुक गया, बार बोला. ये गधा था ना, इसलिए गधा ही था, बहुत भागा, मगर रुक गया वो टर्न हो गया, और उसने पीछे के लेग से बलराम जी को मारा. बलराम जी की छाती पे वो लगा. बलराम जी थोड़े अभी एक्टिंग करनी, थोड़ा पीछे हो गए. तो फिर से भागा वो, उसके क्या बोलते बॉलर का ये रहता, क्रीज रहता. फिर से भागा, फिर से भागते भागते आया, फिर से उसने मुड़ गया, फिर से लात मारा इस पाए. बलराम जी ने उसके इन लेग को पकड़ लिया, और पकड़ के उसको घुमाया, 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 गुड़ 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 गुड़, बहुत जोर से, इतना जोर से घुमाया, इतना जोर से घुमाया. दो फोर्सेस रहते हैं मैकेनिकल, उनको सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स, सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स. है ना, सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स विच कम्स टुवर्ड्स सेंटर, सेंट्रीपिट, सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स, फोर्स विच गोज आउट. क्योंकि वैसे घुमा के सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स इतना ज्यादा हो गया, उसका जो आत्मा था पुक करके बाहर आ गया उसके शरीर से, बिकॉज ऑफ द संकर्षण सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स. बलराम. ओरिजिन ऑफ ऑल द बला फोर्स इज बलराम. तो उसका जो उस बल के फोर्स से वो आत्मा था पक करके बाहर आ गया, मर गया वो उधर. घुमाते घुमाते मरा था, और डेड बॉडी था अभी. और उसको फिर उस डेड बॉडी को फेंक दिया एक वृक्ष के ऊपर. इस तरह से फेंका, एक एक तीर में दो शिकार बोलते हैं. उसको तो फेंका, वो जा गिरा टॉप ऑफ द ताल ट्री, और फिर एक ताल ट्री गिर गया, दूसरे के ऊपर, तीसरे के ऊपर, चौथे के ऊपर, बहुत सारे ताल ट्री नीचे आ गए, मतलब सारे फ्रूट नीचे आ गए. बच्चों, मित्रों, ले लो, खाओ फ्रूट्स. मगर बीच में क्या हुआ, इधर धेनुकासुर के बाकी के जो मित्र थे, वो भी असुर थे। तो उन्होंने देखा कि अपना लीडर जो है वो मरा पड़ा है, अभी वो उसको इतने आसानी से मारा तो इन्होंने भागना चाहिए था, भाग जाना चाहिए, मगर नहीं, क्योंकि गधे है, वो भी आ गए। अभी कृष्ण भी मैदान में आ गए। कोई गधा कृष्ण के ऊपर वार करता, लात मारता, कोई बलराम के ऊपर लात मारता, और वो दोनों भी उसके तंगड़ी पकड़ घुमा घुमा कर और वो जो गधे थे, सबने बहुत अच्छा कॉस्ट्यूम किया था। अलग अलग कलर के गधे थे, एक पीला, नीला, हरा। हाँ, और सब गधों को घुमा घुमा कर फेंक दिया एक ताल वृक्ष पर। सारे गधे दे लैंडेड ओवर दी ऑल डिफरेंट ताला वृक्ष। इट वाज लाइक ब्यूटीफुल पैरानोमा, ब्यूटीफुल सीन था, एकदम कलरफुल क्लाउड जैसा दिख रहा था। तो इस तरह से धेनुकासुर का बलराम जी ने वध किया, कृष्ण ने नहीं, क्योंकि दिस इज अनर्थ ऑफ accumulating टेंडेंसी। राइट, अल्टीमेटली। तो इस तरह से धेनुकासुर का वध हुआ। बलराम जी की जय। हरि बोल।